leadership at the gubernatorial level. And, I mean, it's sort of like it's not established yet. And I don't know if there are any first day promises. You know,
When does
but
she get sworn in?
the 13th on Tuesday. I'm going to go represent outside the War Memorial, making sure that's where it's going to be. I mean, it's where it always is, but don't want to leave anything to chance.
Oh, the place where they show Grown Not Old. Yeah, that place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the main entrance, the front, but and a single person doesn't need a permit. We know that. So I'm just gonna, I just want a sign to be present for everybody going in the front door. And to get good parking, I got to get there like really early, and I don't mind doing that either.
You know where to go.
Yep, I do. So that starts, and basically, it comes under the heading of doing everything I can think of. You know, because I don't like when people throw that phrase around lightly. It's never true. Unless they have very narrow minds and actually can't think of anything else. I mean, it's sort of like if somebody points a gun at you think of something to do. You don't just go, whoa, oops. You beg, you cry, you run, you do something.
You pee yourself.
Yeah. Well, while you do that while you're doing any of the others.
Is that voluntary?
I often feel sorry for somebody in the position of, well, generally being inebriated, so I don't feel too sorry for them. But when you got to go, you got to go. And, if you're about to do that, you might not have time to get frisked and questioned. And even if you warn somebody, I mean, I don't know. I was in that position one time, and it scared the piss back into me. It is possible.
It's like a turtle head poking back in, going back in.
Oh, it's like well in command. Of course, I wasn't 73 then. that superpower may fade over time. Hasn't been challenged like that since.
Well, let's see. Let's get into it. Women have the Kegel exercise. What do men have to exercise their urethra or whatever? I don't know. What do you exercise down there? How do you?
I don't know. I think you just drink a lot of water, so it has that activity. That seems to be a solution.
I'm working my urethra muscles today.
Yeah, I don't know how you. I wouldn't.
How would you do that?
I don't know, but ask me.
5 pounds.
I mean, ask me how I get my muscles to tie a shoe. I couldn't give you an answer. I mean, I don't know. You don't get them to do it; they just do. That in itself is a mystery to me. That mental command, and it just goes right into effect. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I can tie my own tie, but I have a hard time tying someone else's tie.
Well, that's when you tie it around your own self and then take it off and fit it to form on somebody else. I've seen police do that sometimes. I've seen a couple different videos because they got helmet cams, and it'd be like stopping somebody. You were going like 55 or 54 and a 40, and it'd be like, oh, I'm best man at a wedding and I'm late. And the guy stops. All right, first of all, your tie's all wrong. Drive slow. There should be some sort of TV show where you get a little more of people who are police officers being nice about it to people. I mean, even though if it's not the norm, it's like not non-existent either. And same with people just, being nice to fellow humans. There's a lot of fun video out there like that. There should be a television show dedicated to it.
I'm going to take the agenda down until we get a quorum
Yeah. Okay.
because we don't have a quorum yet. But this
Yeah.
Sativa Cross board meeting, we're starting off the new year with our board meeting. We have a lot to talk about. We have a few things going on. A lot of activism going on. Big announcement about Bongholio and I playing a song together at a council meeting.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll tease that right here. I'm excited. We haven't played together in.
So you have done that, or that's in the works?
We're going to be going. Yeah, we're going to be playing a song in a town that banned weed, a town that opted out of cannabis. We're going to go play. You can't get no weed here.
Oh, really? You're gonna do? Yeah. Have you done that in a while?
Years, bro. Years.
Yeah, but there's a lot to that.
Yeah, we went around to hundreds of council meetings doing this,
including Weehawken,
West Caldwell, West Long Branch, Westwood, Wyckoff, Woodcliff, Lake.
Yeah, but the Weehawken you say differently.
No, it's Wayne.
Wayne?
Wayne?
No, I thought it was Wayne. Said Weehawken.
No, it's Wayne.
Yeah, there you go.
How does it go? It's Weehawken, West Caldwell, Westwood, Wyckoff, Woodcliff, Lake, Palisades Park. Oh no! Wait, what's it? Manville, Mannington, Point Pleasant Beach, Hamilton, Caldwell, Oceanport, Oakland, Oceanport, Ridgewood, Ringwood, Seaside Heights, Seagirt, Shrewsbury, Secaucus, Surf City, Spotswood, Upper Freehold, Upper Saddle River, Wall, and Wayne.
Hawken.
Where's Wayne?
Well,
why don't I hear Wayne?
I think I don't understand the question.
I thought Wayne was here. Where'd Wayne go?
He's waiting to close it out.
You eat it.
Okay.
There you go.
Are you feeling mad?
So you don't really have a good estimate of how many municipalities you've been to with the INE tour? It seems like it's half of them at least.
Rough guess is probably 3/4 of them. Oh man, under 3/4, probably.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's 500 to 556, 564, I think.
Yeah, and I'd say over 300. I would say definitely over 300 we've been to.
Yeah, well, you'd be well over half.
Well over half. Yeah, because we've been to, and there's been times during COVID where the computers were our link, and there was times where I did 5 meetings a day during COVID.
Yeah,
3 in a row, 3 computers next to each other at the same time live. And I would speak in each one because I would make sure I knew where I was so good at it. I knew where the public comment was, where I could speak. And yeah.
Yeah, well, those don't make it to the song, though, or they do. I mean, you got that song with about like 50 or 60 places. And, it could be a really, really long song. That could rival American Pie,
Chester, Franklin Lakes, Harding, Midland Park, Ramsey, Old Bridge, Old Tapan, Mansfield, Avalon.
Now, when you sing it by yourself, that's one thing. But if you're going to both sing it, you got to be looking at the words. One of you.
We got to practice.
Yeah, but you've sang it a lot. Mikey hadn't sang it as much as you.
Yeah, we might need to practice once, make sure we're on the same.
Once, yeah.
Maybe twice.
Or Mikey could be beatboxing while you do it or something too,
He's gonna wear the bong, from what I understand.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, you could be his singer while
he can bang himself. Oh,
yeah.
He could bang himself, and
anybody can. Yeah. Oh yeah, scatting on the rhythm.
You can't get no weed here. You can't get no weed here.
Keep your cancer home, dear.
It's a town that banned cannabis back in the day, and we're going to go there and give them a once over. Oh, yeah. It's a town we've been to recently, too. That's a good hint. That's a really good hint.
Dover?
I'll get arrested in Dover. They would arrest me.
Yeah, really,
Cops would arrest me, but they would shut the meeting down again.
Well, you'd have somebody, on the getting shut down. I'll be right back. I shall be done. I'll be back.
I hear Jim Miller in the back making some noise. You can't get no weed here. 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 That's right, Wayne. I spit on your municipality. You can't get no weed here. Not in my town. You cannot buy the weed in my town. Only gas station hemp in my town. Gas station hemp for you. Only gas station hemp. It's sprayed for you. It's been sprayed for you. It's got the happy spray. You want THCA with the happy spray. Hemp THCA with happy spray coming your way to a gas station today. Ho ho. Yeah, it's right next to the spice and the and the bath salts. All the stuff you don't want in your life. You don't want synthetic cannabis in your life. You just don't. It's not even just cannabis, so. And the hemp thing, well, some people like it, some people don't. It's a workaround. I think it could be better, but it's the same plant. It's literally the same plant. So, yeah, I want some hempcrete and some dabs from the same plant. I want a cannabis plant that gives me dabs and hempcrete. So, yeah, Mayor Dodd kicked out a disabled vet out of the meeting. Right after I told Dodd how he doesn't care about vets and how there's no Zoom access for disabled vets, how we had Zoom access all week long. Tuesday we had a Zoom meeting. Wednesday we had a Zoom meeting. And then we had another meeting on Thursday in person, and there was no Zoom access for disabled people. And Dodd's like, we got to put a monitor up on there. Well, why didn't you do that ahead of time? Why didn't you have them on your mind ahead of time? Why didn't you think about vets ahead of time? No, you wait till somebody asks you at the meeting, and then you backpedal and say, we're going to do that this week. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So after he says, I love vets. I take, how dare you say I don't love the vets? I love vets. 5 minutes later, a vet was speaking from the audience, and he kicked her out. And I said to Dodd, she's a vet. She's a vet. And he says, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. Really? You just said you cared, but now you don't care. Make up your mind. It was the greatest meeting ever. It was Christopher Almada's, council member Chris Almada's first meeting. And they tried to skirt Robert's rules. They were making a mess of the meeting, so they wanted to adjourn the meeting without fixing the mess. And Chris Almada said, nope, we're not adjourning this meeting. He wouldn't let the meeting adjourn. He hit the ground running in Dover.
Well, he also simply asked the right questions when the lawyer said it was his opinion. And then he wanted a point of order. He didn't say point of order, but he asked for a clarification. Are we running the meeting on opinions or on Robert's Rules of Order. And that's an either or question. The guy offered an opinion, but there's a guidebook that I suppose is supposed to be the path they're on. So
his legal opinion sucks. He lost his court case because of his legal opinion was wrong. The judge chastised the town councilman, the town attorney, and then the attorney says, "I disagree with the judge." But you lost. So your legal opinion's not right. His legal opinion on the First Amendment sucks. He doesn't allow the First Amendment in his council, and now with the Robert's Rules, it's just a mess.
No, not my town.
Not my town.
Used to be confused with Dover Township all the time. Now people know the difference. There is no Dover Township. It was all a farce. Fake township. Called Tom's River.
Yeah, it's weird how Dover is part of Tom's River. That's a section of Tom's River, I guess, right?
Actually, I think it's almost the other way around. It was sort of like you had Dover Township, and if you addressed mail to Silverton, New Jersey, it would go there, where now it has to be Tom's River. But there was a post office branch in Silverton that always went there. And it was preferable to do that because living on Main Street, like the state, M-A-I-N-E, and there being a Main Street, M-A-I-N, in Tom's River, the mail would repeatedly go down there. I'd have to go down there for mail. They'd have to call up, I got your mail again. I didn't mind so much. It was actually a music store at the time, so go down there to get my mail. Still, nothing to be proud of the town council there, as I understand it.
Sorry, I'm just looking at some news here. I guess we're not going to have a quorum for a meeting. But next week, I'm going to have a guest. I'm going to have Gaetano on to talk about phantom pain because Marina wants to talk about phantom pain with cannabis.
Which next week? The Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah, because I think Sue has a guest Thursday.
Well, yeah. 2 days from now.
Yeah. Sue has the Thursday guest, and I'll get a really good Tuesday guest next week.
Yeah, well, the phantom pain relative to what can be done about it, or
how cannabis helps it and how mushrooms help it. Mushrooms as well.
It doesn't, it's weird. You got to wonder if placebo cannabis could help phantom pain. I mean, it's almost like, phantom cannabis helping phantom pain. That's gotta be like just aggravating having pain where there isn't anything to have pain. Understand it can be excruciating.
Yeah, nerve pain. I know about nerve pain. And what's this? DOD is Deaf on Disability Dude.
Acronym. DODD.
I can come up with an acronym for it.
Go ahead. What? Come on, spit it out. That's the whole part. Getting it off quick.
Douche on dog dirt. Dog. Let's see. I can go really bad with this.
It's a stuttering Department of Defense. Get it? It's actually pretty good.
Da, 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 da.
No, well,
D-O-D-D.
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 D-O-D-D. I get to say that because I didn't stutter. It's my new favorite line in a TV show. Out of context, it's not so great, but
Phantom pain is caused by EMI or ultra low frequency vibrations.
I didn't know that.
Could be.
Let's delve into that on Tuesday. Yeah.
I want to talk about phantom pain and how cannabis helps it, how mushrooms help it, and how the CB1 and CB2 receptors work with that. This is what I want to learn on Tuesday next week. So if you know any amputees that want to call in and talk about their phantom pain, let's talk about it. I don't know if I know any amputees except Marina and let's see, who else?
Oh, yeah, you do.
I do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know somebody with phantom pain.
Oh my goodness. William Haney lost his leg. William Haney lost his leg. We got to call William on Tuesday. Does he have phantom pain?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's good. Gee, that's all he needs. More problems. That's right, Haney. Oh my goodness, Haney has a story to tell. I tell you, man.
And tell you he will.
Yeah, oh, he will. He would love to.
Loud and proud.
Yeah, we got to call Haney more anyway, but now we have a reason. I guess I'm going to go out to my car and smoke because you're making me want to smoke.
I'm doing the muting too, though, but I forgot we encourage the coughing on the podcast because it gives it perfect.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Proper ambience.
No, no, we don't. We don't. It was DONT. Well, since I'm going out to the car, I'm going to actually put there you go, Johnny. That's all right, PPP. I'm going to put the agenda back up in case we have another board member joining us. And, hold on. Okay.
I'll be right back as well.
I mean, it's not really much of an agenda. You can just see people can just look and see how broke we are. Steve across as broke as So look how broke we are, everyone. Help! Help! Help!
Well, part of that's on the agenda. That board members to keep your 501c3 status have to make a minimum donation of like $25 to their own organization. It's a rule. I mean, it's sort of like they don't ask to see your bookkeeping. Any organization can just use, money that they don't have to, what do you call it? Extra, the small stuff, $25 or whatever. They can make that on behalf of somebody and blame it on that person because I have that problem with my other coalition. However, I'm prepared to pony up this time.
Yeah, so I'll ask all board members here to donate.
I got to tell you what else, too. You should maybe consider how do we make an ongoing point of we all have birthdays. And if we don't already have a Facebook birthday fundraiser and we're on Facebook, just simply have one for your 501c3 Steve Cross. It takes no effort. If you get no money, it doesn't matter. It's just that it's that easy. And I've done it 3 times. I think Brother Rick, I got Rick to do it once or twice anyway. Yeah, it'd just be could have like a club of those who have birthday the birthday fundraiser through Facebook for Steve Across. And then that could make them eligible for a raffle, amongst people who donate at the end of the year. We could be having, okay, all the birthday fundraisers are in the raffle for an $80 ounce. What do you got there, Liz? What's that? Let's see. Hamilton. Yeah, that would be a way. Do a birthday fundraiser. I'm halfway to my next one. Yep.
Moving to a safe smoking area where I'm at now. Safe smoking area. Uh-oh.
I gotta go get something out of my car. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I hope you can hear me. I just pulled into a safer spot. So in case the CRC is watching, CRC, I just pulled across the line. I pulled across the border. I am across the border. I am no longer on Mad Hatter property. I am next door where the bookstore used to be, where people used to come here and touch books. Smoky, PPP, PPP. You want to join me for PPP? Johnny, smoke them if you got them, bro. Johnny, smoke them if you got them. The sativa cross. Johnny, you.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, what's the difference between rosins and resins? Live rosins, live resins. Educate me.
The resin is from the plant, just a live press where they press the resin from the plant. And the rosin is where they actually make bubble hash. And they take the bubble hash and they press bubble hash. So it's more processing involved in the rosin.
So if I buy a live resin, that would be this.
It's lovely. They're both lovely. I enjoy them both thoroughly. I've been taking a lot of edibles lately that I like, and I've been taking a lot of RSO lately.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Helpful, very helpful.
You find yourself smoking less then?
Nope. In addition.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as far as I can tell, that certainly should help the pain to a greater extent as well. One would think. Yes. Trying to be more organized. I don't mean like, it's any kind of New Year's thing. It's a natural progression, Yeah, I remember 2 years ago thinking, okay, we got beat this legislative session for having a patient home grow bill heard at all. And it was like the first full session, all 2 years. Not a peep, not a chance, can't post it. And I remember that session coming to an end 2 years ago. And when it became evident it's not going to happen in the lame duck session, I remember after all these years being naive enough to think, well, at least we can hit the ground running next session, which would be this session that we didn't hit the ground at all. You know, it's over as well, which is sort of like, should that not make us wary that it could happen a third time? And what can be done to prevent that at all costs from being done? It's simply the hearing, no voting. It's the information senators need to have, by definition, a well-formed opinion. And it's the whole purpose of informational hearings, to provide legislators with their best source of information, where people both for and against it from both sides of the aisle have the ability to ask questions of people giving testimony, whether they're expert or just has skin in the game, literally, you know, of some sort. And it's well controlled. And it is by far the best source of an opinion. It doesn't come from an echo chamber. Both echo chambers are in evidence, perhaps, but you get to hear both sides of everything. And to prevent that from happening, if you think it's such a bad bill or it shouldn't happen, you can also prevent the vote. It's a non-voting hearing, so there's no teeth to it. It's what's called an informational hearing. That's what it does. It provides information necessary to have a well-informed opinion. It's the whole purpose of the hearing. So to prevent that is effectively censoring that information from your fellow senators. So that's the focus. And I think everybody still doesn't quite get it. It's not about whether the bill's good or not. If you are against it and you think it sucks, if you had the courage of your conviction, you'd want the bill to be heard so there would be that evidence presented. And people could ask you questions about it. So preventing that is sort of like, it's what I would call the legislative due process of a bill becoming law. The due process, to be able to take the first step, to be allowed on the playing field at all. It's a health care bill, for crying out loud. So what I don't get is, where is, other than looking at me get all bent out of shape about it, how is that not important? How is every advocate and every advocacy organization not responsible for owning up to when's the last time they tried to engage Senator Scutari about this? You know, it's like if everybody had it could really fess up when's the last time, it'd be embarrassing. You know, it's sort of like, it stopped being, well, we don't want to get him upset or piss him off because we need to work with him. That shit should have stopped 2 years ago. You know, so I'm upset with myself. I'm not upset with everybody else. Everybody else isn't me. You know, everybody else isn't or would never be me. I mean, you know, I know where the edge of the envelope is, and I haven't taken a trip there in quite a while. So I bear actually more responsibility than anybody else, because I know better than anybody else. That's right. Let's argue that point. I'm in. That's sort of the point. I'm tired of arguing. I don't like arguing. I have an aversion to that. I don't mind an actual debate, you know, but when it's 9 times out of 10 pointless, it's just, oh yeah, but what about? Oh, well, that means this. Oh, well, what are you saying? This, you know, it's not a real discussion. It's not a real debate.
Jim, they don't listen to us. They didn't listen to Jeff Oakes. Jeff Oakes is one of the best activists I ever seen in my life, and they didn't listen to him. They yesed him. They say, yeah. Here's a meeting with the health department. Here, I'll push you off to the health department, and then what happened?
You know what?
Now,
I think you're letting them off the hook a little. If you say that they didn't listen to him, then it's their ignorance that's responsible through not listening. If you said they listened to him and refused to acknowledge what he was saying, they listened to him and didn't care what it meant to him, but they did hear it. It's like, and they did hear him, and they knew he was terminally ill, and you knew this wasn't going to happen for him in his lifetime. All he wanted to know is how it is he lives in a state that has a right to die law. And in his condition, they would have to help him die according to law, but they don't have to help him live by allowing him to grow a freaking weed. A weed, a thing that pretty much is an unwanted plant that's generally hard to keep from growing. It's
Liz, I hear you.
But it's about the information. See, Jeff was heard because he cut through all of it and went straight to and was able to confront or confer with the governor, and we could all
you hear me?
Watch that happen. Yes.
I can't hear you guys. I'm trying to
you
fix.
Can't. Oh, she can't hear us. We hear you.
Wait a minute. It's a user error.
Yeah, log back in or. Liz, can you hear us yet? No. She may have to log back in. And I don't know if I can private message her here. Let's see. Can you private message her? Tell her to log back in. They know we can't hold them accountable for their actions because we don't have a group of lobbyists and lawyers on our team.
Well, that's true to a degree, but then there's all I did hold Congressman Pallone accountable for his actions by showing up at his house, asserting my First Amendment rights, and then being validated by the Long Branch Police by allowing me to do so. Point is that really pissed off his wife. She wears the pants in his family. I'm sure she gave him a lot of shit. It was kind of fun. And he did then do what it is I was demanding that he do the next time that came around next year. But that was like an isolated case. Generally speaking, yeah, if you don't have the money or some other kind of power, they don't have to care. And then the thing is, it's like even if some did, they wouldn't get the rest to care. So sometimes you can get somebody to care about saving their own ass, like Frank Pallone. If he really did what he was supposed to do, I wouldn't have showed up. So anyway, it's sort of like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when nobody tries. Well, why didn't you try? Well, because it never works. Well, it never works because you didn't try. So somebody has to make it not be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and there is therefore then an advantage to being denied. It's if it's on record, if you can say, and then when enough people have that. That's the beauty of emails too. It used to be you'd call and I'm not sure that's what I said. You're taking that out of context. If it's done through email, there's no context to be. It's all provided. See previous email. So that's why I wanted to take advantage of the establishing email trails through patients who would funnel the same concerns to their legislators, and then they'd all be on record. It's a great idea to hold them accountable, but nobody seems to understand that it would work. I don't get it, and I'm tired of trying to get it. The old lead a horse to water thing. You lead enough horses to water, you go fuck these horses.
I think that might be illegal if you can hear me.
Can hear you.
Excellent. I can hear you. Hi.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Now you can find out that you haven't been missing nothing.
Okay. It's been a day. I need to light this pipe and say hi.
Liz lights up, Liz lights up, Liz lights up.
It's about to light up.
I have to put a compression sock on.
I had a good spa day. Got my breakfast in bed.
Wow,
nap.
nice.
Took a nap, slept through lunch, and came home. They preload me with Decadron and some steroids and the Benadryl so that I don't get any side effect from the medication, but I get the side effect from the steroid. So it's going to be an energetic evening. I'm going to be up half the night.
Would it be something like a prednisone steroid?
Yeah, I'm on long-term prednisone. I take prednisone every day for the last 8 years. But they bolster you up with a nice meaty dose of Decadron IV.
Yeah. I know some steroids seem to have a reaction that I guess would be most similar to cocaine or something, just a sort of an up and more pleasant, and maybe less sleep. I know Cheryl.
It'll be a day or two. Lefty, how are you feeling?
Much better. I was a mess for a while there.
I know you look like you were hurting.
It feels like rain is coming. Yeah, I'm going to be feeling that too. Here we come. Here it comes again. Neuropathy. Yeah, I had sciatica on the other side, which is weird. I have sciatica on the right side all the time. And I had it on the left side, and I was like, ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, mine's always been on the left side. The top of my foot's been numb for years. And I still have some neuropathy from the frickin' shingles. Like right here is numb.
It's numb.
Yeah. Yeah. That's from the shingles because it hit my C7 nerve.
Oh. Is that going to get better over time?
Who the hell knows?
I seem to get worse over time.
It's like we have our young heads stuck inside these hoopties. My body is definitely a hoopty.
In the case of who the hell knows, I figure sometimes go with yes and dance all the way to the edge of the cliff. Then
no dancing, a nice slow. You don't want to get there.
I want to enjoy
the ride.
Yeah, whatever it might be, as opposed to
How was everybody's holidays? I've missed you guys. I've been lost.
Nice. Mine were fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun.
I am so happy. The baby I got to meet, and she's adorable, and she's going to be such trouble. I'm very excited. I don't even know if you knew. My granddaughter was born.
Oh, congratulations. Wow.
Yeah, she was 5 weeks early. Clearly, she didn't want to wait. So they have an additional tax deduction. So we're good there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What day was that on then? How close was it?
She was due January 20th.
Yeah,
the baby was born on December 12th.
Oh, okay.
But she's healthy. She's home. Everybody's doing well. They called her feisty in the NICU, and I said to my daughter, "That's a very nice, politically correct way of saying this kid's a brat."
Yeah, well, that's energy. That's energy too, though.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's tiny, but She's a pisser already.
There you are, Kathy. Say hi.
So that was a great Christmas present.
Well, that's a good way to end the year and a good way to cruise into a new one.
Yes. And all of my kids got together and my son built me a computer. Because my laptop it's just a shit show. It's so old and so slow. So
You know, the short. I got to make notes. The idea that I put up, I'm doing it more. I got to create, get all my ducks in a row. So if somebody says, Jim, why the hell did you do that? I can say, because nothing else worked. You know, but then I have, well, what didn't work? You know, so it's not like trying things. It's trying the things that never work to have them not work, not because I didn't try them. And one would be to get people to call Senator Scutari's office just to voice their opinion nicely. The nicer the better. No reason, and it doesn't have to take a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it's just to do that, but to generally to have a time frame like between 12 and 3 at a certain time to call with a unified opinion. You know, it's going to be like 8 or 10 people. That would be a big turnout for something so simple as calling and hopefully getting either a busy signal or a hold please. Because if you got hold please, you'd know that maybe somebody else was on the phone, and just to do that is like something, and that it won't do anything. I would get to say, and that didn't work. And I had a petition for a year, and that didn't work. And we did that, and that didn't work. And then it's also you got to find out people's last time they actually tried to contact him, because I think there's a lot of that self-fulfilling prophecy going on right now. You know, there just is no energy from anybody really to deal with anything to do with changing with cannabis laws from the legislative side. They got to be really pushed for even the obvious things.
I would much rather go to Mikey Sherrill.
Yeah, well, see, this is also the time to start doing it, to start picking on Nick Scutari publicly as possible in a nice way. I mean, a firm,
hey Johnny,
to the point way, but you know, it has to be that, and then our new governor can become the new governor, because all she has to do is to be an improvement, is not stand on the sideline idly by, like Governor Murphy did. And
well,
who was appeasing who? Governor Murphy to Senate President Scutari. For all I know, it was Governor Murphy's freaking idea. I mean, we don't know. But now,
well, she's publicly.
Oh yeah, I don't.
She has come out publicly. So, with that being said, and now she's trying to make a name for herself. She did
to get elected. Yeah,
she just did over in Edison Township. The mayor was reelected. She did
She's out and about.
She's
out and about. She's getting ready.
So her people,
my goodness,
need to be reached out to.
Oh no, they have been reached out to.
Appointments, calls, Zooms. I think if we,
this is so simple. Again, it's like, how does she feel about a 4-year blockade on an informational hearing for a health care bill?
Here we go. Check it out.
What are we checking out?
Legislative office.
Hello, I'd like to give my opinion about the home grow hearing for cannabis for medical patients. I'd like to have a hearing about that. If you could pass the message along to Senator Scutari. Many medical patients need home grow for different reasons, and
allow the bill to be heard.
We just want it to be heard. We want informational hearings.
He's preventing it. Oh, you're so nice to
Okay, I can pass the message along to the senator.
And what's your name?
My name is Kayla.
Thank you, Kayla. We really appreciate you doing this for us.
And this is specifically about Bill S1393 being not allowed to have an informational non-voting hearing. That's specifically what this is about.
Okay.
He'll know what it's about.
Yes, I made note of that, and I'm going to pass the message along.
Do you want to know where Lefty can be reached?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Well, you could say, how can we reach you? How can he reach you? And you know,
You need my number?
That's what comes next.
Yes, I have your number, and if we hear back from the senator, we will give you a call.
Oh, wonderful.
I appreciate you, Kayla. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Have a good week.
Yes, you as well.
All righty. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
There we go.
It's that easy. Be dialing, people. Be dialing. It's that easy.
Yeah, but I would say don't make it so easy that you don't actually have something like the bill number written down and ready to say. Maybe go through it once before you call.
I knew you had it.
Yeah, you know, so it's not too extemporaneous, where this was like a lot of fun, you know, and it's actually going to be relayed, no doubt.
Well, you got to remember, she just heard three people on the phone.
But it's also got to be, it's got to be relative, specific. I mean, it was fun, but I wouldn't use it as an example of how to go about doing it.
Honestly, her getting hit from 3 different angles.
Oh no, that's great, but
that call is going to be remembered, and it's going to be talked about.
But other people are going to do it singularly,
right?
So for them to think this was some sort of template, it's not.
No, it's not.
But one should always know the number of a bill being talked about. Simple as that.
100%.
So that's all I wanted. You know, I added that, and that was fun.
Yeah, no, this was the exception, not the rule, and it has different benefits or specific benefits. Like
every call works. It gets categorized, but especially if it's in that category of a bill with a number. No matter what you say, it's in favor or against or whatever, and then the number does add up.
Well, can you put the number in the chat, please? Pretty please.
Yeah, we could.
Greasy Gary, Hamilton Farms, Alex. I love that boy. Greasy Gary.
Yeah. Anyway, February 9th then would be D-Day, because February 9th was the beginning of the Scutari blockade on Senator Singleton's original posting. That was February 9th, 2021. That'll be the 5-year mark. That's half of a decade.
Wait a minute, you're going too fast for me because I'm already stoned. I'm telling you. Also, I have some Benadryl in me. Okay. It is S, as in Sam.
Yeah, 1393.
1393. Established when?
Okay, well, see, the bill number changes every session. So this is this session's. It started 2 sessions. It started in 2021 as S3420. Okay, and then.
And that was 20 what?
Yeah, that was 2021. That's when February 9th, 2021, it was established and posted as Bill S 3420. Then the next year, at the end of that year, it was like a little less than half a year, that session ended. Then the 2022-23 session, it was posted, it was S 324. So that was 20.
That's three numbers, not four?
Yeah, correct. No, it can be just S1. You know, I mean,
Okay.
it,
All right. So that was 22 to 23. It was S324.
Yeah, they just dropped the O. And the thing, what I liked is 324. Oh, there's like a 420 in there. It's easy to remember anyway. 324. So then at the end of the 22-23 session, the session that's ending now is the 2024 session. It's still in, even though it's January. And
2024, 2025.
Yeah. So well, no, this is the 2024, 24. Yeah, 25. This session, of course, was S1393. So it's going to be automatically reintroduced, the exact same bill with a brand new number on the 13th. Should be the first day of the new session.
On February 13th, it will be have a reassigned number.
Yeah, for that'd be the 26, 27 session. Yeah. All that time without being allowed to be posted for an informational hearing. That blows me away. You know, I mean, I don't know if a healthcare bill ever has not been allowed to have a hearing that long. Any other healthcare bill ever. I don't know how you would find that out even, but it's not going to go on for another session. I personally guarantee it. I don't have anything to back up the guarantee, so it's, you know.
Nothing to lose, man. Nothing to lose.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I know it. I just wish I didn't have to be the one to do
and it is an informational hearing.
Yeah, a non-voting informational hearing, a hearing without a vote. It's only about getting information, both pro and con. Oh, they come from both sides. So if you're against it, and you got the courage of your convictions, you should want this bill to be heard. So you can explain why it's more dangerous than beneficial. It's a risk benefit. There is going to be things that don't go according to being planned. But like Senator Scutari said for a year, we can't let perfection be the enemy of the good when it comes to making a law. A bill. So he said that in terms of the legalization bill, that it was getting bogged down. He's, come on, people. Of course, there's things where we need a cleanup bill. We're going to have a cleanup bill. And then we'll probably have a cleanup bill for that cleanup bill. But we need to get something done. We can't let the quest for perfection be the enemy of a good bill. Senator Scutari said that. He also said we could revisit home grow at a later date. He said that in 2009. You know, so take that to the bank and get laughed
You eat it.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to smoke some more.
We never played this. Hold on. We never did this.
Oh, that was fun. Head rush.
Yeah, it sounds like the beginning of a 1970s
Game
show. Yeah, anything.
I love it.
Yeah.
I freaking love it.
It's the best thing ever.
It really is. Oh, man. Get so excited. All right. I got to light it up.
Just think, if we add John as a board member, he'll be writing parodies for the board.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Sativa Cross. Sativa Cross. Hey.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Blue.
This concludes our podcast.
Really? Hey, we've been on an hour. Over an hour. Yeah, you're right, Wayne. Sorry we didn't have a quorum, but we'll vote on the chat. We'll just vote on the chat. We're going to vote on the dues. So that's all we're going to do.
Am I the only one who doesn't regularly use any kind of vape thing? I mean, just because I don't, because I go more to the legacy market for flower. But in doing so, for the convenience, plus it doesn't leave an after smell. You can blow it out in a pillow and nobody's going to smell it. You know, a lot of things like that. Am I the only one that sometimes ends up with a lighter, like the vape thing? This one's not like joint shape, but I put it to my mouth and find a lighter in my other hand, like I'm going to try to light it. And then
it's force of habit.
And I feel stupid, but I like to share that anyway.
No, absolutely. I've done it. I've tried to light vapes.
Yeah, I've got a kick out of it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes a normal day without stuff like that seem like I was really smart all day.
I have tried to get out of my car with my seatbelt on. No lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't try twice, like, or you didn't go one and go, oh, get it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's I've done that. And I don't know that I've ever been caught doing it by anybody else in the car.
I admit it.
Know?
I embrace it. I'm a total shit show, and I love it.
Well, you know, if you embrace it, you also come in under radar on other issues at times. You know, you establish a false low bar. You know,
I am who I am.
Yeah. Of course, that's manipulative, though. So, but you know, really, isn't that the object of being an advocate, to be manipulative? That's the whole point. It's all about perception, too, more so than reality. And when reality and perception are the same, then you're.
I think manipulation is a negative context.
It has generally, but it shouldn't be.
No, it should not be. It's not. No. You're not manipulating. You're educating.
Yeah. Well,
to me, that's what the advocacy is. I mean,
but massage is manipulating muscles. So like manipulating an outcome of something by making sure a person has the correct perception. It's a wandering line. It's a blurry line. And basically, though, if I was manipulated into doing something right, I'd be happy. And I know that because I was manipulated by Cheryl's doctor's staff for years, because they lied by 15 minutes about the appointment time. And while I thought I was 10 minutes late all the time, I was 5 minutes early all the time. And it would have gone on longer, but they had somebody new who didn't know the system. And when I stuck my head in, all right, I'm here with Cheryl. Sorry, I'm late. And then she looks up and goes, you're not late. And somebody's going, oh, no, wait. And they came over and huddled with her, showing her. And jig was up. And but, that's a real life example of being manipulated and lied to get me the result that I desired that I couldn't get for myself. I mean, is that bad then? Yeah, see, it's a blurry line, isn't it?
That's a very gray line to me. To me, that is a negative manipulative when you're lying. You're lying.
Yeah.
Educate and shine the light on, bring to the forefront.
Yeah. Well, pointing out your own failures, as I do, is educating without somebody else having to have it themselves. So I feel at 73, I'm a living embodiment of all sorts of ways to have somebody realize, Jim's not a stupid shit, not for real. And look at all the dumb stuff he's done, I mean, beyond going to a refrigerator and going, what was I, hungry or thirsty? I can't remember.
You and the entire world.
Yeah, that's what you want to let people know too. You're not alone when you do that. Don't beat yourself up.
Exactly. And there actually is a reason for that. Did you know that? There is a physiological reason for why you walk into a room and totally have that Men in Black moment. It is actually because the way your brain is wired, when you walk into that room, the focus shifts from what you were thinking about to that room, and your focus is on the things in that room. And it's a whole thing, and it's when you walk into a new room, your brain makes that room the priority and puts what you were previously thinking in the back seat. Yeah. I can't hear you, Jim.
Jim's frozen. Jim was frozen. So thank you, Mad Hatter, for having us here. Thank you, CMMNJ, UFCW, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, and SativaCross.org, where you can donate $25, which is what I'm going to donate today. What's Jim doing? Is Jim talking without moving? There he is.
What? I got a microphone. You should have seen me muted. None of you were muted. Come on, people, help me out. This is like letting somebody get up with headphones on and not telling them. Like when you have time to say, "Oh, headphones," or like when you come out of the state house and nobody tells you still get your tag on, your visitor tag. Something cool.
No, it's a sign of a red badge of courage.
Yeah. I forget what I was talking about anyway.
But we have a list here. I'd like to read it to you. Well, I don't like to read it to you. I have to read it to you.
So far, nobody's been added to the list this year yet. I just want to acknowledge that because it's too often, and it actually we're on a good run. There hasn't been, but to acknowledge all the people just by mentioning their names, it makes it more real, and at least for us who know who they are, helps us keep our engines warm, So
here's our list. I'm going to mute you guys. Cheryl, Sabina, Diane, Gracie, Cindy May, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lou, Becky, Lawanda, Chip, Paul, Lisa, Marcus, Gary, Julia, Wayne, Waxy, Joe Marie, Jeff.
This concludes our podcast.
So if you were watching last week, we played a best of. We played the episode from my room. I hear a lot of noise. What's that noise?
No, it's probably better here.
Yeah, Jim, you got a TV on behind you or something. Or your TV, I don't know. I think he's blaming Kathy for the noise, I think. I can't hear anybody. Liz, you're muted too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're unmuted, sorry.
I said, yeah, he's totally blaming her.
He's throwing her under the bus.
Hard.
I guess he ate. I mean, he must have had dinner already because no F's given right now.
Uh-huh.
It was more like discovering her under the bus, not throwing.
Semantics.
I was first on the scene, but it wasn't me.
Well, good night, everybody. We'll vote in the chat, and we'll see you on Thursday. We'll be back here Thursday. Mad Hatter.
All right.
Thank you.
This concludes our podcast.
I just like hearing your voice. I know. I just like hearing his voice.
Yeah.
And his spit. That too. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady in the glow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, or the years condemn. The going down of the sun,
in the morning,
we will
remember them.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Lefty.
Thank you.
Take it easy, Sue.
See ya.
Talk soon.